indictment coming down on a rapper. This time it's G Herbo. It's coming down in the Massachusetts court, and they're claiming my man G Herbo is a scammer. Okay? Now, they're claiming that his lifestyle that you see on Instagram that supposedly was funded by rap, or that's what we thought. They're saying no. Him and his homies had stolen credit cards, buying a bunch of ish and flexing and living it up, and people thought it was rap money. Now, by the way, let me tell you this, man. It is pretty frequent, and I'm not speaking about G Herbo. I don't know about his situation, but it's frequent when rappers come from a certain environment. They keep certain individuals around them, and sometimes people, I don't want to call it money laundering, but you mix the dirty money with the clean, and hopefully just all look clean, okay? That's just how it goes. So what will happen is somebody getting drugs, he'll kind of spend some of his money like funding the studio time, this, that, and third, and you kind of mix it in. By the end of the day, it looks like niggas pay taxes, all that stuff is good. However, this is what the feds are saying about G Herbo, because I'm going to tell y'all off rip, I don't think this is G Herbo's fault. I think it's his man's fault. Now, according to the federal complaint, for years, G Herbo has been booking private flights with stolen credit cards. Now, he's not doing it directly, but his right-hand man is doing it, or like somebody close to him is doing it, because he also gets on the flight. But he ain't the one calling a jet company saying, yo, let's book this with this fake credit card or stolen credit card. Now, if you're wondering how they tie G Herbo to it, they actually cite, like, I didn't know there was such a thing called designer puppies. There's such a thing, designer motherfucking puppies. Could a puppy be Louis Vuitton or Fendi? I don't know. Anyway, basically, G Herbo was getting 2 dogs. His mans try to pay for it. His mans, again, you know, obviously, you're not gonna have a rapper do everything himself. They have a lot of people around him. His man say, yo, I'm paying for these 2 designer dogs, and the company basically said, yo, this credit card don't really look right, and whose card is this? They basically said, bro, stop asking all that question. Yo, I work with G Herbo. I'm doing it for him, and that's how it goes when you're working with someone as a star. You order stuff with a business card or whatever it is. Now, G Herbo supposedly messaged the guy or messaged the company to say, yo, that's my peoples, you can fuck with him. And apparently they have message from the person who was doing the fraud, like the guy they referred to him as Strong. They have messages from him to G Herbo telling G Herbo to hit the people up and basically co-sign for him. Now, you could say G Herbo had no idea his man was doing this, or you could say G Herbo knew it, but maybe he didn't think he would ever get in trouble because he's not doing it directly. But when the feds hit you with a case, a lot of these are conspiracy cases, which you don't really have to do it. You just have to know about it and be complicit. So when you're getting all these jets, you're going into all these hotel rooms, you're buying all these cars or renting all these cars with stolen credit cards, and you're instructing your man like, yo, do it. Basically, that's just as bad as doing it yourself. Okay? So that's pretty much what they're saying. So Herbo's been hit with a count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 2 counts of aiding and abetting, aggravated identity theft, and other people got a lot of wire fraud charges as well. Now, we don't know if he's actually, like, you know, taken into custody, but it's crazy because Herbo was just named like yesterday on the Forbes 30 under 30 list, right? So come on, man, we thinking he doing good. Now the feds are dropping this case on his head. If you ask me, this may not be serious like the case Casanova got, but they're gonna look forward to try to put him in jail for a year or so. But if you know like fraud cases, when they catch scammers, they usually try to give him at least 3. But who knows? Maybe he could skate on this by, like, you know, probation or something like that. I don't know how these type of cases are kind of dealt with in court. Also, I don't know if they're gonna try to lock him up and not give him bail. In a lot of Fed cases, we don't see people get bail. But this doesn't seem too major. There's no one, you know, this is kind of considered white collar crime a bit, you know, because once you start messing with money and you're not doing violent stuff, they consider it a different type of crime. However, they still prosecute it differently, and also harshly, and especially like they prosecute this harder than if you like scammed in like Wall Street or you did a Ponzi scheme. So we will see what happened. But G Herbo just got a case, and hopefully he beats his case